in 24 hours, but, you know, that win last night might give them a boost of energy and have them feeling pretty good.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for Oklahoma City right now, Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Andre Robertson out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Adams in at the 5. Shoots from 12. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
The defense just not strong enough to throw him off his shot there. Sometimes it takes a little more effort to defend him down low.
Now here's Curry. Offensively, he's been a one-man wrecking crew. His scoring average is over 30 points a game.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Bogut against Adams. It's Westbrook with the drive. Misses from close range.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
And that one's good. Adams has got 6.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that. Did you?
Yeah, right,
No.
right. He probably just drone on as a broadcaster and would rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
No. Now here's Durant after the miss from Stephen Curry. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
Kevin, let's take a look at what the Oklahoma Thunder did over the last month in the league rankings. First in rebounding. First and second chance points, and they're the number 2 scoring team in the league. This is a well-balanced, well-oiled offensive machine.
And also, I love their work on the boards. I mean, they put multiple bodies in the paint. Truly a team effort, and that's why they're the best in the league. Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Shots good by Ibaka.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to...
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
Check out the fellas. Check out his teammates over on the bench. So they are going crazy.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
The 3 from Barnes. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Here's Durant. Second shot opportunity. That's good. Adams has got 8.
That's his 4th straight make right out the chute. He's setting a pretty high standard for himself here.
Just like you draw it up before you come out.
It's Curry outside. Here's Bogut. And he banks in the layup. Bogut's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense. Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Takes the 3. Waiters grabs the miss. Thunder trailing by 3. The 3 ball. And it's Spates with the rebound.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Here's Cantor. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Cantor's got his first points in this one. To the left side wing. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Here is Livingston. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
First personal foul, team's first.
In the corner, Rush with it. Feeds it to Barbosa. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Barbosa's got his second basket of the game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the end.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Warriors ahead, up by 3. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots. And it's Spates in at the 5 down low. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Andrew Bogut checked in for the Warriors. And then for Oklahoma City, Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. And it's Foy in for Dion Waiters. It's stolen by Bogut. A finish. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really, a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Curry can't get it to go. Thunder trailing by 10. Durant for 3. Rebounded by Bogut. Iguodala outside. The dish to Bogut. To the paint. Here's Green. Misses the layup.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
And the Warriors making a change here. Barnes is checked in. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Westbrook's checked in. Now here's Curry. And there's the feed to Barnes. Here's Green. Hands the shot with nobody near him. Green's got 7.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Last outing for Golden State, it was a loss to the Magic in Orlando. Westbrook. The Thunder with another miss.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Hits the front of the rim and out.
He's really lacking in confidence out there. 0 field goals made so far in this game.
The Warriors shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Singler, he's checked in for Durant, and it's Andre Robertson in for Randy Foy. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And it's Westbrook again missing.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
Thunder trailing by 17. Here's Roberson. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And guys, something new for the NBA is the HGH testing that's been put in place. It's something the league hasn't had too many issues with or even accusations, but better to stamp it out early. And hard to argue that it should be in place.
Steven Adams.
Kevin, here's where the Warriors rank in the NBA over the last month. First in scoring, first in assists, and they are ranked 3rd in team rebounding as well. I tell you what, everybody on this team goes after the ball on the backboard.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses. And I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Collison's out there. For 3, Westbrook. Rebounded by Bogut. Bogut's got 6 rebounds here tonight. On the wing, Thompson. Lets it go with the 3. That's good. Thompson's got 8 points in the quarter.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
Substitution.
And the Warriors with some changes. Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Green. Barbosa comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Cantor's checked in. And yes, sir, that one drops. Barbosa's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here is Livingston. Following the basket by Kyle Singer. And good on the basket. Hook it.
This is tough to stop if you're the defense. I mean, they've been absolutely on fire from behind that three-point line, and the way they space the floor, it's hard to get to those shooters.
Oh, he has just struggled here offensively in the quarter.
Here's Westbrook. Soft touch off the glass.
Nick Collison.
Westbrook's got his first points of the night.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Livingston passes to Bogut. No good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
And he goes in for the dunk.
You know, that's how you do it, guys. I mean, he passed his way out of the double team and into an easy basket.
And well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. And you know, Harrison Barnes has really been making it happen, guys.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. And you know, Harrison Barnes has really been making it happen, guys.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. The rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Russell Westbrook out there with Roberson. And it's Durant in at the small forward. Now here's Durant following the miss by Draymond Green.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Timeout for Golden State.
And the Warriors decide to take their first timeout here.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut. And it's Iguodala in for Harrison Barnes. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Waiters, he's checked in for Roberson. Again, Durant missing.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far. He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
To the inside. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. While we have the chance, we like to reveal the list of the past month's best fast break teams in the NBA. Second, the Thunder. In third, the Warriors.
Great play from both of these teams in the open court. You love the energy and effort they've displayed lately here in getting out and forcing the issue.
Payne, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Durant for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.